Hello, everyone, and welcome to Old World. I am Scientific, and we're going to do another duel today. Just letting our friends on Discord know that we're live. All right. Okay. Make sure I'm fully set up here. And yeah. We have an on Syria. We have a Syria continent wide. I think we're good, right? Am I live? I am live. Okay, great. Cool. All right, so what do I want to pick? We have some nice pearls. That could be interesting. That could be fun. We have a Syria. That's interesting. That's fun. We're going to do some fun. Do an orator. We're going to do eloquent orator. We're going to be no, we're not going to be 16 years old. We're going to do Greece. We're going to do patrons. And yeah. We're going to dive right in. We're now live. We're in chat. Welcome back to the old world. And I'm not Nebuchadnezzar. I'm somebody from the Greeks dynasty. Okay. Do I want both pearls now? Do I want to spend the order for the pearls? I guess why not? And we will found our capital. We have a schemer. So, turn one. Oh, look, we're Soren Johnson today, everybody. For those who don't know, this is Soren's beautiful mug staring back at us. We're going to go and marry Larodis right away for the science. Schemer for the science. Turn one marriage. A little bit of a delay on that. We have ruins. Oh, we have ruins. Okay. Well, we have to prioritize scouting now. Big priority on scouting because of those runes. Do I have a general? No. I don't. And I don't really have a good promotion either, which is really shitty. So I guess we'll roll the dice. It's not old world unless you're gambling. Where the hell did my 100 training go? Did I just mess up? Where is my 100 training? What did I spend it on? Oh, did that event ask me to spend 100 training? That's fine. All right, we have ruins in the game. That's fascinating to me. Okay. That's fine. So we need to prioritize these scout turns heavily. Dive towards the center of this map. Ensure that we get some ruins. I don't think there's a camp here. There could be a camp here, but I don't know. I might... Oh, I need to pick a technology. Champions right here, I suppose. Artisans down here. Or sages. I guess we need sages, don't we? I could run no champ run. Yeah, I don't mind the ruins being on. At all. Just changes up the priorities a little bit. Just changes up your priorities a little bit. It doesn't look like there's a camp up here. But we do have a beautiful champions location right here. So we're just going to hang back and sit tight. and wait for champions to come up for our sweet clearing. So that's amazing. We already have a nice, lovely little baby. We do have the literature. Let's not forget about the literature. But first thing we're moving every turn is our scout. We are hunting for ruins. Yep. Ooh, I don't want to risk... Ooh, I don't want to risk Cursed for 5 legitimacy. Do I want to risk Cursed for 5 legitimacy? Yeah, sure. Okay. There's another tribal camp. Alright, cool. The other thing about the ruins, too, right, is that they're worth... technically, they're worth legitimacy because they give you cog points. And the quicker you get them, the quicker you can get to something like the Explorer cognomen. And we want that. So it looks like we have a peninsula down here. We have a wide continent map. Dual, I suspect. Yes. Dual. Great. Can I add myself yet? Yeah, all right. What we'll do here is we're actually not going to do that. We have a cunning orator. So I'm going to add her to the governor. I'm going to assign this luxury. Whoa. And the reason why I'm going to do this is going to try and add an estate into the capital at some point. Not right away, but at some point. No real good quarry locations here, unfortunately. And that estate is going to give me an extra 2 orders off the cunning governor. So there's that. I guess I don't really have much I can be doing with this warrior right now. Weird. Interesting. Thanks, Aaron, for the input there. Yeah, that was very weird. When I founded the city, you say, huh? Oh, you know what? Maybe I accidentally hit a button. I would not be surprised if I accidentally forced marched one of my units. I've 100% done that before. I like just click the force march button. Oh, you know what? Look at where my fingers are. I probably accidentally pressed G. I need to unbind that. That is not the only time that has happened to me. All right, so we're going to go right up with our orator here and build a farmer in the city. Ooh, wait. No, I don't want to do that because we're going to go for shrines early. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do shrines early? I don't know. Yeah, now you're talking, man. You definitely need to remove that hotkey, I think. I'm with you 100%. Securing the central site would be solid, so maybe that's what we focus on. And what do I want to build? Do I just want to build a settler right away? Another settler? That seems to be the way to go here. But that's 8 turns. I don't like that. Because I didn't put myself there. That's fine. You know what I'll do? I'll build a farmer. If he gets divination, if he gets, I forgot, because I have the free settler. That's why I did that, because I don't need to build a settler, because we're Greece! Guard myself from any schemer nonsense. This is a continent. Dual. Wide? Not ultra wide, right? Wide. Yep. Continent dual wide. Alright, so I got the central ruin, which is nice. So we both started with a ruin right here. There could potentially be one right there. There was one right here, so I'm pretty sure this will be the only one in the center of the map, which is solid. And that's going to be good news for this guy. So we'll champion here, obviously. And then, well, I think we'll just rush straight for the central map site. Get our free settler lined up to take that. And might as well double champ it, or maybe even patrons. I like the idea of patrons right here as well. Because if I can get my orator opinion up, that's also going to be order economy. Not looking so hot on the tribal potentials. Maybe there's a tribe down here. So I don't think we'll get our orator hiring shenanigans on, which is unfortunate. But hopefully we can get our order economy running. And yeah, this is going to be a test drive of that idea you had, Aaron. I think it's really funny that we were both thinking pretty much the exact same thing. It's hilariously funny to me that We were pretty much simultaneously thinking of the exact same thing. So, the obvious thing to do here is put you there. And then I'm actually going to put myself in here. For a little bit of better growth, a little bit better civics income, it will pay itself back. And then actually when it comes time for me to build a worker, it'll be only 6 turns worker. I need to actually... Ah, I'm a dummy. I'm gonna waste the orders. I'm so stupid. I'm gonna send my militia back there to pop that for the connected status. Absolutely hate it. That's the level of efficiency that efficiency loss rather that drives me up a wall. But I mean, it is what it is. That's my mistake. You reap what you sow. What do I want in this city? Civics, right? This is just gonna be Civic Central, right? Let's check our wonders. Lighthouse Apadana. Cathone. Museum. Alright. Order Shrine can go right here. King Shrine can go right here, and I can hit every tile and try to get one of those fancy 6 Order Shrines over there. Is my scout still alive? Yes, it is. Thanks. Alright, so this is step 1. Civics. Step 2. Connected. So this will be a 5-turn worker. Love that. Step 3. I don't know. Worker? Festival? Are we festival spamming? If we festival spam, that's probably out here, huh? Worker. Worker. Head this guy back. Promote this guy to Ranger. That'll be very useful for clearing down here. And let's take a peek. And give our friend a nice hello. Nice friendly hello. Dude, I hope he settled champions. I hope he cleared down here, and I hope either his capital or right here, because you saw this at the start of the game, is champions, because he's going to be a grumpy boy if he sees this double iron location and realizes he did not put his champion seat here, and I did. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. Settler. Yeah, Settler would make sense. I don't know. I'm up on Settler Temple because of this free one. So, and I'm going to harvest this ore, because ore is another one that gives us science events after turn 10. Let's jot that down, make note of that. Yep. All right. This is really, really slow, shitty, clear temple. What do we got? We have a judge. Nice. Educated judge. I really like that pick. That's nice. That's cool. So we'll probably see 7 laws very quickly. I suspect he's going to go clerics. He doesn't have a law just yet, so we can keep a track on that. He has 2 cities, which tells me one of them's champions. Probably, even this would honestly even be good hunters. If he went hunters into champions, although you can still do hunters here anyway. Because get this, not only you have both the iron, both the camels, but you also have marble, which is good for your hunt project if you need it. I think people sleep on marble in a hunter's seat a little bit. Nothing like crapping out 100 to 300 food whenever you desperately need it in just like 4 or 5 turns. And again, now that we have a few more people live in the chat, we are playing as Soren Johnson today. This is Soren's face. In fact, let's make this official. We will not be scientific today. We will be Sorentific. There we go. Off to a great start. Did I just let my turn wind down accidentally? All right, so what are our goals here? We need to clear this site quickly because our tempo is going to be slightly off. We have a settler coming out, which is decent timing, but I don't have a site cleared for it to go. So I got to start moving these guys and get them working. Get them working on their business. So that's mission number 1. Mission number 2 is start thinking about laws. This is going to be really, really nice terrain for my phalangites, for my hoplites. Definitely love going full Sparta with those guys. Choke points is good for them. Although it's... where do I want to go now? We want... I mean, I kind of do like the idea of going to labor force, but we're actually going to go to... I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last game and ignore barracks for a million turns, so we're going to go trapping now. And I also have this problem with iron working starts in general, as you can tell from the Hittite game, that I tend to ignore trapping for way too long. Probably one of my bigger weaknesses when it comes to iron starts. And I'm just going to leave my my scout out in the open. That's a turn. Iron sharpens iron. Definitely take some extra civics. That's another fun thing. There were so many early game events that toss a little extra civics your way. And it became more apparent to me when I started messing around with orator openers, because getting that civics up and running, I have 71 civics per turn right now. That's just insane. I didn't get lucky with an orator, but still, even a schemer here, marrying this schemer got me an extra 5 science per turn. That's crazy. I really like the idea of the patron settle instant marriage shenanigan you can do. People often overlook that, I think, with that family. It doesn't strike me as a particularly popular family pick, but it's a neat trick you can do if you get a good courtier. It's not always the right play to move. You obviously lose a few turns of being a governor, but I've actually really been getting in the habit of governing my ruler in the second city for that growth bonus and a faster worker in the later city, because this is now 2 extra turns off of, or 1 extra turn off of the next worker, as opposed to 1 extra turn off of the settler, so it kind of evens out a little bit, question mark. Yeah, so I don't hate governing in the second city, so I'm willing to marry the courtier first. Love playing Greece. Ironically, even though it's not my favorite nation, it's one of the ones I like for sure. But if you look at my Hall of Fame stats, when I open that up in the game itself, surprisingly, it's the Greeks and not the Hittites that I play the most. And then the other interesting stat, if you look in your Hall of the Greats, which tracks all of the rulers that have ever been the great in your games, I have more Egyptians that are great. Oh, I messed that up. That's pathfinding is so frustratingly annoying. And I knew that was going to happen too. I knew that was going to happen, and I did it anyway. Shit. Oh well. I could have stepped here and then here with the warrior getting the extra 8 damage. Instead, I just went there. Because the pathfinding without seeing the camp is actually like, oh, just come up to this hill and go down. It messed up. Alright, whatever. I will go right to a worker here for my champy boys. 5-turn worker, love that. Hate not building a military unit with my champion city. However, I mean, with 2 iron, you're definitely going to want that worker online right away. And with the crazy civic man generating an extra 8 base civics, 9 because he's eloquent, I'll even get these mines on pretty quickly too, which is nice. And that's why I also want to get military drill early on. Get my barracks set up, get my officers set up. Not a lot of growth in this location, which is unfortunate. Maybe I get administration and just toss a granary in here for no reason. I do that every now and then. Yeah, we'll have a pretty sizable power hub, and we have 3 cities by Osiris, so I have no earthly idea what's down here. This is one of those classic mistakes where by going through the center, I could expose myself, right? Where now I have Assyrians breathing down my neck while I'm trying to clear this frontier. This frontier, so that could backfire. However, I'm feeling good about this only insofar as I know now, with 3 cities in Assyria, I 100% know that my champion seat is on 2 iron, and his is not. And that is just, I will call that a win any day of the week. And that's one of those things that I've been saying in the tournament, man. You know, we talk about, like, the different types of, like, random, almost random elements that can define a match. Oh, I did it again. Damn it, I'm not even standing. This would have been cleared. Guys, I hate this. I'm just a moron all the time. All right, let's go up here. Let's get some nets online. And now it's time for another settler. And let's this guy moving, I guess. But yeah, it's just really interesting the way. Oh, nice. The way something as simple as what direction you send your scout or your warrior will absolutely define the match. I will be able to tutor. I just don't have the ability to tutor because I don't really have the income. Hello, Magnus. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the rest of you being here. Also, if you're joining after the fact, live on YouTube, please give a like, subscribe, and check out all of the awesome tournament content we have. There's only like 10 games left. Still going to take us another month or 2 to finish, but still. Forgive me while I have a final bite of my mid-game snack. All right. I need to build quarries. So this is another example of flatland quarries. I'll drop a couple here. No point waiting a million years to get your quarries online. I'll probably will settle this patrons and then migrate this worker out after his initial quarry. Or maybe I'll migrate him first, because in this case there is stone out here. Can I reach? No, I can't reach either of these stones, which is unfortunate. Well, I don't know where to put this thing. I'm torn. Either this is all flat, so anything landing in these hills will be annoying. Dude, I have no earthly idea if this loops around. He could be looping, he could be expanding in my direction down this way, and I would have no idea. I love this game so much. I absolutely can't handle how much I love this game. Oh, this is probably a bad idea, but let's go with the forward settle. Because that's why it's called gambling. And we are going to put... We're not going to put her in there because I want her to tutor. Tutoring the air. And we're actually going to do a couple of festivals to open. Because if I get 2 festivals in this, then it just basically becomes a military city. I'm going to migrate the workers from the capital anyway, so screw it. I don't care. Nice. I can harvest next turn, try and get that science event. No fancy ship happening on turn 7 this time. He is stronger. Hate that. That means he probably built a military unit second, which does make sense, but currently he's nowhere near me, which is very, very nice to see. Well, allegedly, he could literally be expanding towards me down. This would be awesome if this is like a path. I need to get down here. I'm going to harvest these 2 iron and then try to head down south and see what I can see. Maybe build another scout in the capital, come down. But yeah, as long as I secure this, I think I'll be good, right? Because he would have done 1, 2, 3-ish, maybe 4, 5-ish. If I secure this, then he would be on a 6, 4 to 6. That would suck, but not insurmountable. I could always forward settle. I should have just forward. I'm an idiot. This has been vacant since I've settled this. I should have just forward settled this iron location. I'm an absolute doofus. Well, now I think we're going to do that. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest, and sit on this. And... am I going to do that? Should I forward settle? We have time to figure it out. I feel like I should forward settle. Let me know if you think I should forward settle this site. Because I feel like I should forward settle this site. Oh man, I really want to forward. Yeah, I think I'm just going to forward settle the site. Screw it. Screw it. Alright, well, you're going to not be a politics student anymore either? Oh, and I'm going to piss off my wife too? Ow, man. 2 gold taxes in a row. The RNG, whatever will I do? I will need to get some, citizens up in this city, though, if I want to work on this. Yeah, man, I think I have to. He's already stronger, though, so that's going to be spooky scary, but I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe it didn't even occur to me to forward settle him after I had noticed that this had just been vacant. Wild. Well, on the bright side, this will probably be another one of those stupid things that's funner than it actually is smarter. Oh, there is marble right here. So I imagine I'm going to forward settle him, and then this is going to cost me the game. But I mean, that's part of the fun. There's some decent generals. He probably has some decent generals. Although he's so much closer to... oh, man. If he ballista rushes me, I'm screwed. I just realized that. He could ballista rush me, and then I would be absolutely screwed. And then I won't be able to clear down here if I forward settle him. So this actually could be a very, very bad idea. I'm rethinking this. I have 3 turns to decide. I have 11 orders per turn. Heal, heal. 1, 2. I'll be there in 3 turns. My settler will be finished in 3 turns. My settler will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My settler will take like 6 turns to get there. I don't know. This seems like a bad idea. This seems like a really bad idea. Oh, I don't have any mines either. I'm just going to move this guy and off worker this mine up here because I need the mines. And yep, bad idea it is. This is a really stupid idea. I mean, if he saw 2 pearls, he could have settled patrons as well. And he is a judge, so would be incentivized to do that. Which means his champ city is very likely right here. I have no economy to build another warrior either. Shit. I shouldn't have sold those resources. I should have just pissed off my kid. Hello, Agni. Welcome to the chat. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Or tuning in or listening to my rambling. Oh, man. Stone boost will be nice. I'll probably have to sell it to buy a warrior, though. I am having the most fun. I could play this game every day for the rest of my life. I think it is the most entertaining, fantastic, satisfying game I've ever played. I am 1000% a complete fanboy of this game, and I'm completely unashamed to admit it. Oh no, he got the free boat! He got the free boat! There was a free boat! It just was not mine! Am I on the ocean? I am on the ocean. That sucks. Stay away! Stay away! Oh, this is dreadful, dreadful, dreadful news. I don't even have tribes. I need tribes, guys. Shit. No, now he's going to see me. So that sucks. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. Somebody's in love with me. Oh, wait. That's why. Oh, that's why trapping is so good. So trapping, you start with stone boost as greet. Trapping, sorry, not stone boost. You start with stone cutting. You start trapping, then you get stone boost, then you can build 4 slingers. Let's go. I don't need to sell the iron for stone. Or the stone for iron, other way around. I can just watch my slinger die. Not my slinger, my scout. Let's do this. Should I rush anything out? This is dumb, but I'm doing it. I'm rushing out a slinger. I know I'm gonna need it. He's got the boat right there, so I mean he can be like, oh, that's my city site, and oh, there's some iron, and oh, I really want that. So I think we're gonna have an early fight. He's still stronger. We'll see what happens once I build the slinger. I might even rush out a second one. Because I'm a madman, guys. And then maybe one day I'll find a tribe. That does make it take one more turn for the settler to actually get there and settle, but I don't know that will matter as long as I can defend the location. You know, the free location that's out in the open in the middle of nowhere. This ship, man. Oh, that's so funny. I love it. I mean, the horrifying scenario is he somehow has navigation in 18 turns, but I highly suspect he does not. There's no way he has navigation and built a ship in 18 turns, so. He's probably stronger because of the boat. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, 100%. I want to keep this overlay on. Wow, that's some pretty solid vision you got there on that ship. Haha. Nice. He notices my awesome name change. That's right, we are Scientific. I have 2 badass commanders. That's really nice. 2 solid commanders. He's still stronger after the rushed out slinger. And you know what? You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm like, hey, we should be rushing. Why not rush a settler? But all right, we're there anyway. We're not playing an orator if we aren't using our massive stockpile of civics, right? Why not? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. The pagans love us, so we got to build more shrines in different locations. Did I already build 2 of these? If he's still stronger after another slinger comes out, I'm going to be very upset. I'll be very upset. He's got to be down here, like, clearing a site. There has to be a path down here, which is fine. And this is all woods, so thankfully he's moving slowly. I'm assuming this is all very heavily dense woods. So, I might have time here, guys. And this could be like a bait of baits. Maybe walk up with my slinger. Double guard the site with my slinger. That sounds cheeky. He could be waiting to have a settler in tow so he can kill the thing and settle immediately, which would be another strategic consideration because you don't want to kill the thing and then have it unguarded. So this is going to be a very interesting experience that's going to waste everybody's time and almost undoubtedly cause me to lose. But, I mean, it's fucking so much. It's so entertaining. Oh, man. Everything for the content. Everything for the memes. Look at this. 2 slingers rushed. Actually, that hadn't even dawned on me. You could probably rush settlers very efficiently with this whole orator concept as an opener. That literally didn't even dawn on me until just now. You could probably expand like insane. Could use the tribal buying to help you clear. You don't even need them all that much. All right, here we go. We're back to similar, baby. Back to similar, and that includes the ship, which means I am technically stronger here. We're going! We're going. Move up 1 more tile. Pass it back to our friend, our man, Blaj. We have a drought. Everybody's hungry. Just get me 1 more turn, because I want to force march this militia onto the site, so he's forced to kill 2 units in order to clear it. That'll buy me even more time. Then try and save up my training for more force marches. And all of this fun and games, and I'm just going to die. He has a 4th city now. There are 4 cities down here. So there's 1, 2, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. God, I hope he's not coming. Imagine if he comes around. What are we going to do? Race to the capital? On the bright side, this will give me a warning sign. If I start seeing this get damaged, I can just go all in on his capital and see what happens. He is patrons, by the way. We are literally tossing Judaism out the window. Not Judaism. Divination. The other one. Zoroastrianism out the window with all this shenanigans, though. After this, this patron's worker finishes this very valuable mine, I'll have him migrate north, westward to Syracuse to build a shrine there, and hopefully I can build an Archelite. The drought has started. We're force marching into this location. We're coming from behind. When I'm migrating units, a bunch of units like this, I always drag from the back line first. That way, by the time I'm in the conflict, everybody is there. Everybody's moving as quickly as the slowest unit. And this is, again, just absolutely... Oh, man. This is normally bad to take this early, but I have units nearby, and he can't see them. He'll probably be able to see them when they move up, though. So shit, this is a bad idea, but nobody cares. I got compassionate. That helps. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. This is stupid. What an idiot. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, man. Sailor coming out. Probably going to have to move that first, but I think now that... Oh, no. Hold on. I need to stop my phone from making a bunch of noise. How do I... There we go. All right. The horse sucks. Everything sucks. What are these? 6 strength unit? There's a 6 strength unit here. Wait, can I recruit that? No, I can't. Oh, that would be awesome if you could recruit raiders as an orator. This thing will do 10 damage to me. I could die if I don't kill one of these things immediately. Ooh. That's a problem. So I think I'm just going to hang back and let him come in rather than approach them. And I'll just keep moving everybody forward. That's how we'll solve that puzzle. So step 1, settler. Step 2, champion slinger. Step 3, this slinger. Step 4, back to Blaj. Hope you weren't working with your build queues. Festival up to a guy. We can get more politics. We can do wisdom. I forgot to tutor again, but that's fine. And we can be a fucking... I forgot to check this as well. Do we want to be a diplomat or a hero? That doesn't make sense. I thought I was... Oh, I was politics. I was politics. Not, philosophy. That was my mistake. It's 4 cities still. We're so far behind. Oh, wow. This is dreadful. I think I need to influence this guy. I have no money. I can't influence. I need food. Oh, it's a drought. That's why I don't have more food. I should farm all of this, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, man. Fluffy, this is a nightmare. I forgot that these things could include the occasional 6 strength unit. Oh, hey! We have a friendly neighborhood scout man. So this... Shit! This is a path! Oh, bold! I really assumed that this was not going to be a path. This is a terrible, terrible problem. He's probably has a city here, and he's just going to... God damn it. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. Oh, man, I really wish I could hire these things, though. Okay, so... Let's do some damage. How much more do I need? 6. I have to kill this turn. So I have to spend the order. I can't allow it to do 10 damage to one of my units. Alright. No movements on the settler, which is annoying because he can see that. And now, oh man, now I can't even contest. I'm gonna have to fight these raids. Shit. All because I'm compassionate. All because I chose compassion. That's what you get. I'm not even in the right city for this. I should be back in the capital. Oh yeah, 14 civics in the capital? What am I doing? I got my worker. I'm sending him back. 14 civics in the capital, guys. Insane. He's going back next turn. I used the growth to pump out a quicker worker in the champ city, but we're sending him home. And that's another thing, I think, with the Orator civics. Maybe you can choose to be a little weird with all your governor shenanigans. He has centralization in 4 cities, so he did not go clerics. Interesting. This guy might poke me, which is going to be very upsetting. No, I did not. So I'm actually going to move him first, so that doesn't happen. And get back to business. Oh no! He can see me! Oh. Centralization. All right. Aristocracy actually sounds good, but we're going to do husbandry because we need food. And there's cattle here. Do I want husbandry instead of centralization? Just for one cattle? No, probably not, huh? Okay, well, then we want... I'm making no economy. Centralization it is. Aristocracy it is. Get that border boost. Hopefully you expand nicely along this long coast. Stop moving towards me. This is going to be like a turn 30 forward settle. This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever done, and I've done some pretty dumb shit. Great question, Fluffy. What is the play? I hope I'm not being disrespectful to my opponents by just kind of messing around, come to think of it. I hope nobody rewatches one of these streams and thinks, wow, I don't want to play with Sion because he's just messing around. I'm using this as an opportunity to try some things. Initially, the idea was Orator, and I was going to get Acolytes very quickly. Then I found this champ seat, which was fine. Then I got the center, which was fine. Then when I got this, I assumed there wasn't a land bridge. And then I knew there was probably like a peninsula with 3 or so cities down here. And as his city count started rising, it made me think, okay, all of his units are down here clearing. I'm assuming similarly that it's very heavily forested down here, so he's moving slow. And yeah, that's what got me with this idea of, oh, you know what? His champ seat is not on double iron, and then what if I just steal, because there's also camels in the region, right? What if I just steal his iron? So actually, on that note, given the fact that there are camels, maybe we land consolidation? Or, since he's Assyria, maybe I should get husbandry and get horses. Are there horses on the map? Of course not. Fantastic. Okay, so never mind. Elephants. Elephants on the map? Nope. All right, so I don't really have any solution to the siege towers, except just not die to them. Yeah, 4 laws, I guess. Aristocracy, into sovereignty, get myself the free chariot as long as it doesn't conflict with the civic boost. Labor force, navigation. Oh, I probably need navigation early for the orders. Get away from me. I have no economy. I have no economy. Look at this. I've done no economic development in 25 turns. How amazing is this? Amazing in this. It's really funny. I also forgot to assign my governor to the city again. So, can I do that build queue thing? I can still do that build queue thing, right? I can. Harvest, get myself some gold. I need to build more food. Once I secure this city, I think I'm okay. But he probably knows that I'm doing this, so he's probably literally just clearing into this direction. His 4 cities. I'm waiting on my 4th city. I could fail to get my 4th city. I just need to get myself in force march range. And then I have the city. And then that, what has that achieved me? What has that acquired me in this game? Well, absolutely nothing. Stay away from my stuff. He's coming in. I don't have any means to force march. He had this beautiful vision from the boat, which is annoying. As long as I can get in a position... Oh, man. What do I do? I'm inclined to do Olympiad because that's going to give me training to force march in a little bit. Use it like a poor man's decree. Get this up. That gets me a force march range. Sacrifice a unit potentially. No, he can't do this. Great. Unfortunately, I can't kill that guy right now, so I'm just going to move forward. Zenobia, my love. You can rule anything you want. Take it all. Ooh. I'm going to take the promote 5 times, because that's going to help my economy. I also have the ability to promote, and the units to promote, rather. And that'll be an easy ambition, hopefully. I am 1 turn away. I am 1 turn away. This is a battle, guys. This is the battle. He's 2 laws now. I'm doing great. Uh-oh. Expiration. That's shitty. He'll still need to kill the scout. Oh, I will have an Olympiad next turn. Amazing. I will have 100 training for Force March next turn. Can I make it? No, he Zoc blocked me. I need to be able to kill the thing, but I don't have the firepower to kill the thing, and this thing is now in my way. It wouldn't have been in my way. Maybe I have this, but I don't think I have the orders. Oh, man. I can definitely kill this if this guy can move up. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have everything to make the kill, but not to settle the city. Shit! Alright, we're doing this. Battle! Move. Shoot. What? You literally just don't like me all of a sudden? And I have no fancy border trick to make you suddenly... Oh, that's annoying. I could kill the militia. Ooh, could I kill the militia? Enough hits? That's 8. That's 15. I can't reach, not without a forced march. Great question. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Dupe. Dupe. Oh my good God. I still need to spend training. I'm 1 damage off the rounding errors. The rounding errors. Rude. Rude. Blaj is saying rude. I know, it's so rude. Little does he know I have absolutely no economy. I have no progress. I have no science. This is the dumbest idea, Blaj, on the rewatch. Please rest confidently in the fact that this is just a ridiculously stupid idea. Don't do stuff like this. Don't be like me. Alright, we will get one more Olympiad next turn. Olympiad's coming in clutch, giving us the training that we needed to kill this unit, and will give me the training I need to force march this settler as long as he doesn't have enough firepower to kill the militia and the scout, and then also bring in a settler of his own. And yes, Solver, the designer, and again, I can't express how wonderful it is to have you guys watching me play this game. You know, sentimental moment, but I really think it's amazing that I get to call a handful of the Mohawk developers friends. At least I would like to say that we're friends. So, but anyway, yeah, Solver wants to clarify that it's not actually a rounding error. I just call them rounding errors because it's always annoying to have only 1 HP left on a unit. Does he have the firepower to kill this scout? I'll be deeply, deeply upset if he does. The question is, does he have the firepower to kill it and then also the orders? Of course he'll have the orders because he's Assyria. He just gained 2 orders. And he'll gain another 2 orders. Ugh, Assyria. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, man. We are cooking. 1 minute left. No movements. I'm still nervous. Oh, he's denying me. Is that what he did? He's denying me the iron. Oh, dude. Bro. What? That's clever if that was the goal there. Do I care enough not to just settle? Because I could just put a slinger on this. Kill the militia. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that and buy myself and go a little bit slower. What? It's 1 extra turn? Oh no, he has 5 cities. It's not 1 extra turn. Or is he down here yet? Where is he? Oh, dude, I'm so screwed. This is the dumbest thing. This would require a lot of orders. The dumbest thing. Oh no, he forgot to switch back to border boost! Thank God. All right, we did this. What did it accomplish? Absolutely nothing. Is my economy in shambles? Yes, it is. Do I care? Kind of not really. And I'm still getting poked all the way back here. So soon, Assyria is going to be on their 6th or 7th city down here, and I'm going to just die. All right, so now that I got that Olympiad, how am I going to get my economy up and running, guys? Chopping woods is next. And now I think I will actually go back to civics. Thank you very much. And end my turn because I don't have the orders to do anything. He's weaker, though. Wait, if he's weaker, do I go straight for the capital? If he has actually been clearing in this direction, what do you guys think? Do I just go to the capital? Knock on his door, see what he's got? This worked out so well for me last time. Well, I can always investigate with the scout. He's weaker. He has the ship, and he's currently weaker. I killed a slinger. I killed a militia, so he has no starting militia. I have my starting militia. Although I don't know where it is. No, he killed... All right, so we both lost a starting militia. I don't know, man. Now I'm wondering. Did I accidentally walk myself into another rush that's probably going to kill me? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he's going to have to be concerned of this. Either way. So wherever the hell his army is. Unless he just decides to race me, but he has a barb camp in his way. His champion seat absolutely is right here. I can see it. It's his Sargonid seat. Always check the borders or the tooltip of the border that you can see. So, yeah. So that's the big issue, is that he can crap out units from this location. But once I get a worker set up here, I can also do the same. He could, with this ship, if there's a city site down here that he manages to come across and clear, he could stage into my capital. And of course, I'm going to have to put a slinger over here and take a whack at his ship once he comes to harass me. More scouting is needed, I do agree. I mean, I'm tempted to do axes here. Why not? I have all the iron in the world. I can do Highlander now confidently. And yeah, let's take a peek. Oh, shit. Alright, so there's a city site here. Let's not underestimate Hunter Slingers for the 9 millionth time. I guess I force march this so it doesn't die. Which is unfortunate, because I didn't count my fatigue. My son, who's a hero, will marry a very nice schemer, and we will upgrade Scientific to... Ooh, Robust would be good. But I'm kind of feeling Swift. Alright. So, alright. No more scouting, no more moves. I need economy, I think. I need economy. Oh, and my law. Wild. What a wild game. And this right here, guys, is why I lose. I don't take the game seriously enough. I think that bothers some people. But it's fun. Oh, I forgot to build my estate, but that makes sense because I don't have any economy to do so. So maybe we'll get that off the ground at some point. We still need 6 quarries, so 5 more. I really want to get this food situation under control, though, so let's build workers. Yeah, Scientific, the pioneer. I did not pick this portrait. It was randomly bestowed upon me, but when I noticed it, yeah, I got this silly idea. So hopefully the gods will favor me with my decision. This is a free archer, mercenary archer, scary. That tells me it's entirely possible he has composite bow already, in which case it's very likely GG. Pretty sure you only get the free mercenary archer if you have composite bow. So maybe a pivot would make sense. Or how the hell on earth could I get myself a chariot? I can forget if it's husbandry or spoked wheel that gets me a free chariot merc. I think it might actually be husbandry. So maybe I should tech husbandry the next time I see it. On the off chance the gods favor me with a free merc to deal with that ballista if it shows up. Because if a ballista shows up on my doorstep, I'm going to be a very, very sad panda. Go away, dude. Move you. Move you. Heal you. And... dear God, build some farms. I want to come over here and build farms, but I literally don't even have the order or the resources to do it, so I have to build this crappy farm here. Interesting, looks like this general died. Or he moved it. We're back to being similar. That archer is going to help. So if I actually was a bit more serious about this and took my time, I'd probably have this amazing opinion across all of my cities right now. I would, doing the same thing, expand down here. So let this be yet another lesson why it's really just important to play your own opening. Just go through the motions, go through the rhythms. Ideally, you protect yourself from someone doing something stupid like this, so you don't get caught completely with your pants down if you end up with someone who has a few warriors and shit on your border. Honestly, actually, the majority of his army would be slingers, wouldn't it? So I probably can aggress into these woods, now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just, because really, like, this is 30 turns, and I gained almost nothing for this. Yes, this is a very valuable strategic position, but again, we're 30 turns into the game. And how often have we talked about this in the tournament, where it's like, you can't just not develop your economy. I built one quarry. In fact, let's take a look at this. Let's act like I'm spectating myself at the tournament. Improvements controlled, only 7. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, so, I mean, just nonsense. 2 workers produced, 2 specialists. Not great. Not great at all. But what's important is it's cool. It was cool. I was also really expecting to see a tribe out here that I could have hired. So that didn't work out in my favor. Then this guy over here, heal up. Get a quarry started soon. The problem is, too, by posturing, I guess what I'll do is I'll produce some units out of here and start clearing with this, and all this stuff will be my posture, I suppose. Oh, yeah, and I have... Ooh, yeah, okay. What can you see? Nice. Yes, and Fluffy Bunny makes a fantastic point as well. You can 100% get away with this in terms of like not developing your economy and all that fun stuff. The only trick there is that the rush actually needs to succeed. So if it doesn't succeed, well, then that's why you lose. And that's what I think makes them risky, is because they're very high risk, very high reward, very high variance even. Because I think it's very easy as the defender to defend against a rush. It's easier to defend against a rush than it is to succeed as a rush. At least in my experience, and at least in theory, I think. Which means it's just very risky. If you pull it off, you win. And of course, I have pulled it off. I've beaten plenty of people. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I thought the tournament was going to be a lot quicker, if I'm being totally honest. Because most of my games never go past turn 60 or 70. And yet, even one of my own tournament matches went to turn 120. That is my game with Aaron, especially if you're still in the chat. That is the longest duel I've ever played. Ever. Even with Fluffy Bunny, and we've had some couple long ones because they end up, in these longer slog, I guess, skill-based matches. I think the highest match turn count with Fluffy I've ever had was like 92 or 98. My duel with Aaron for the tournament was the first duel that I've ever played that went over 100 turns. And I'm pretty sure that that's true. I'm like 95% positive that that's the first duel I've ever played that went over 100 turns. So, yeah. That's another thing. Rushing definitely can work. But it's one of those things that if it fails, then you kind of just got to be like, well, I lost. But it's still Blaj's responsibility to actually beat me. So let's try to not let him. Let's try to not let him. Still want to hop into here, by the way. This is very useful information for me also. Because I actually... Oh, it's my turn. Okay, great. I need economy, man. I'm just chopping this food so I can... this wood so I can sell it. And buy not even enough food to build a specialist. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's dreadful. That was like my whole turn. Ooh, thanks. I'm going to make my Goliath company and get... The gods have bestowed me with 130 food. I'm going to build an acolyte first. Before the worker. Fantastic. Can I buy some stone? No. Alright. Well, that was a shitty turn. Zenobia's doing Zenobia things. This guy needs to chop wood and build a mine. He is now stronger than me, which I dislike. But the good news about that is it does mean he's building military units. So maybe this pressure point over here will loom over him enough and give him enough anxiety to kind of... Yeah. Yeah, definitely should check your events first, because I just wasted my entire turn even though I had 120 food waiting to be gobbled up by my event. Very difficult to remember that when you're playing Network, though, I've found. Ba-da-dup-dup-dup-dup. All right, what else is going on in the kingdom? I mean, opinion's great, at least in this city. I need to build a shrine in one of my champion locations. So, I mean, it's really important I get this mine on first, I guess. Do I have to off-type worker this again? Maybe. Maybe I'll just build a worker next, here, while the mines come online. I have a sizable force in the area. Okay. Mine. Guard. Promote. Farm. Fine, doing whatever you're doing. Move. Move. Heal. Autonomous liberties. Oh, thank God we get the city queue back. Great. So we'll let him finish the festival, and then you can do stuff too. Family games. I can't afford this. And that's my very meager turn. 3 turns to steal. We'll be able to upgrade at least 1 axe. Blaj is stronger and now learned. Fantastic. At least Nestor didn't become learned. This is just awful, though. He's also strong in the capital, which is terrifying. Got a leg up on me there. Probably... chaos. Chaos around. All around. I think this worker should build me another shrine. I'm kind of tempted to put it on top of this quarry, even though I need this quarry. That way I can keep extending this border outwards. Yeah, I guess I'll start this quarry next turn, so I guess I'll delete this quarry. I hate to have to do that. But I want to build more urban out this way, so I guess in hindsight, I need to work over that quarry. What the hell is my heir again? A hero? Yeah. What the hell is his heir? Another judge. Fantastic. I am so screwed. Yes. Yuck. 30 civics per turn in the capital, though. Alright, we're back. We're back. Nice. 200 iron, 500 gold. Let's go. Back in it, guys. We were back in the action just in time. Do some scouting. See where we're at. See what we can kill. Okay, we're getting some slingy slings. Champion slingers coming out. What the hell does the shrine again do? Yeah, okay. I forget. Sometimes I confuse Assyria for thinking that they have one of the level up promotion shrines, and they do not, which is just fantastic. Because I would hate if they had that. Alright, build ourselves another shrine. Build ourselves the Master Acolyte. Get that Order Econ up. That's what the whole idea behind this Orator thing, by the way. Which, again, this is not an accurate reflection of the concept because I've just been dicking around. But the idea is, look at this. The Acolyte itself was 1 turn. The Master's 2. The Elder's 3. So literally, in 6 turns, you can have an Elder Acolyte for an order per turn. And I feel like there's a universe where that's worth it. If you're not being a moron about your economy. And you're just playing a build-up eco game. That seems potentially worth it to me. So. Oops. That's unfortunate. Alright, build our quarry. Let's not forget about that. Jesus. Do we want one of these family... Oh, yeah, 90 family opinion? That's going to solve our champion issue. Jesus, okay. Influence. I shouldn't have influenced. I should have converted to the state religion. That will spread that nicely. And I need to make sure that I do that before this wife of mine dies. So, can I cancel? I can cancel. Do I have the orders? No, but I'm going to buy it. I'm actually going to cancel this. So, fun fact, you can cancel missions. If you hit control... and just click it, right? How does this work? Yes, it canceled. Now, go back here. Did that cost me an order? That might have cost me an order, but we're going to go convert instead. Opening trait with the Orator Bull Moose was eloquent. And we've gotten swift and compassionate sense. And the idea, again, not an accurate reflection, but the idea was you get yourself a really juicy patron civics hub. We're already making 30 civics per turn. We did a 1-turn Acolyte. This is a 2-turn Master Acolyte and then a 3-turn Elder Acolyte. So in theory, again, as long as you don't play an idiot and have your economy doing well in the first 20 or 30 turns, but in theory, the strategy I'm thinking about with Greece in particular, because their order economy sucks, is you settle yourself as trader's seat. Doesn't even have to be the capital, by the way. Can be your 2nd city, 3rd city, whatever. But you put all 4 shrines of your city in the patron seat with your crazy high civics eloquent orator governor. And then you use that to shoot up to 4 Elder Acolytes inside of like 30 turns. You basically dedicate the whole queue, which could be a waste, but you're going to get decent science, and hopefully by the mid-game, obviously, because it will take you to the mid-game, so maybe 2nd city, or maybe the capital, I don't know. But by the mid-game, you have those extra 4 science, or not 4 science, extra 4 orders that you're essentially always missing compared to every other nation, compared to your clerics nations, compared to your Persia. I mean, Persia gets more than 4 probably, but I think the last time I counted pastures in Persia in my previous match, it was something like 8 or 10. Am I legit buying the units? No, I haven't, because I haven't encountered tribes. I did shitty scouting. I did basically a repeat of the last match where I stupidly got the idea of thinking it would be funny. Blaj never settled his free site. The free site with a double iron spot, which is what I put champs on. So his champs isn't on double iron. And then by the time I took the central site, Blaj was not working on this site. So stupid me got the brilliant and moronic idea to steal his free site. Meanwhile, he has now on 6 cities, which has to mean he's somewhere down here, because there's no way there's 6 cities all right here. I'm assuming he can cross. Like, there's an urban tile right there, so I'm assuming this means he's slowly expanding around the map towards me, and I'm just awaiting my doom, which is fantastic. I'll build a worker here. Really want the gold. I don't need the civics. All right, so what else is going on? So I'm actually half tempted to take a peek down here and see what things are looking like. This could cost me my scout. This could cost me my scout. But thankfully it didn't. Oh man, scouting, this is another lesson for everyone. Let it remain true. The importance of good scouting, the importance of uncovering the map, because in classic fashion, I thought this was a bay. I thought this was an island. I didn't think there was going to be a land bridge across. I guarantee you he has 1, 2, 3-ish, 4-ish. He has 6 cities. 5, he has this city. This is awful. Awful news for me. He absolutely has this city. So I'm completely boned. Which makes me think that maybe I should just attack his capital. 3 axes? That seems like a bad idea. With all this naval movement? But I guess it'll keep these matches quick, right? I also think it's important to get this practice in, you know, because even when you're playing in the single player hot seat mode where you're just playing by yourself but on a dual mirrored map, you just never get the tempo right. Because you can practice as much as you want in that scenario, but then there's the patience and the waiting of it just feels different when you're actually playing another human in network with the timer and all that. So, I mean, I'm happy to... I mean, again, I hope the players I played today don't watch this and think that it was unfun to play me because I'm admittedly being a little silly about it. But at the same time, I do think it's still valuable to get practice because, you know, they're learning their opening, they're learning their clears, they're getting their tech paths set out. They're also learning how to deal with something, with what happens if an aggressive person shows up on your doorstep very quickly. And we've seen some players, and we've seen rushes like this, probably not this because this was bad, but we've seen some players lose to stuff like this in the tournament. So definitely a lesson in not leaving yourself undefended. Because if you were playing full greed, I think this would be enough to die to. But seeing as we're similar, it's still risky for me. The question I have is, where the hell is the rest of his army? That's the problem I have. He also has a legitimate lead on me. Lead on me. Because... oh, I could give myself a free boat. Hard to pass up that border boost, though. So I'm not gonna. And I hate to do it, but I'm actually going to build a basic farmer. Because I really want to get out of this negative where I'm just constantly buying food. I hate to do it. Three slingers down here and another soon-to-be-dead scout. Unless this border isn't collapsed. Oh my god! The gods favor me. And people say that the game doesn't have dice rolls constantly. Look at that. That was completely blind. All these slingers in the region. This could have been 100% a dead scout, but instead, nope. The gods have shown their favor on me. Thank you. Back to you, Blaj. That's awesome. How lucky is that nonsense? We have a really nice Shrine of Nuska coming up in these woods here. Blaj is doing a fantastic job developing himself. Looks nice. He has lumber mill. Hopefully that's the culture level up lumber mill and not actually a forestry lumber mill, because if it's a forestry lumber mill, I'm going to be very upset. It's turn 36. It is 100% possible to have forestry this early in the game. So, yeah, that would suck a whole bunch. And it also means he's learned. It also means his science is fantastic. I am playing abysmally. I feel so bad. Maybe I'll do... Oh, 3-turn Axeman. Let's go. Axes versus slingers? Question mark? So yeah, he does have forestry, because that's where the archer came from. My guess is that that's a free archer from forestry then. I'm changing my assessment from that being a mercenary to that being the free archer. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Which makes me now wonder if there are groves down here, because if he's doing land consolidation, I am absolutely boned. Absolutely boned. Oh, we've lost our order efficiency from our son taking over. It's a family business. So our food will equalize with that silly specialist. Our quarry will equalize next turn. And soon we'll have a citizen for... Oh, he just found a Zoroastrianism. Shit. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get it because he found... But it's turn 36, so that's late. So I was half thinking if he didn't found it yet, maybe he just wasn't going to go for it at all. But, of course, it absolutely left on the table. So I don't blame him. Good job. Good job there, Blaj. Tyranny. Oh, disgusting. So if he does have forestry, he has this and this. And this is why. This is why you don't mess around. This is why you don't mess around, guys. You gotta play it safe. You gotta play it reserved. Dummy. Okay. Well, we're gonna get Iron Mine number 2 up and running. Then we're going to come back here with our axe and waste our entire turn, apparently. Not our axe, our... Similar. Dude, if he gets onagers, I'm screwed. You know what? I'm gonna upgrade a bunch of axes and I'm gonna go in. Because this game is over. This game is over unless I can morale boost him and take his capital or something like that. So enough messing around. It's all or nothing. We'll axe it up. My hope here. 8 plus 6. So with these upgraded into axes, I can take that out. Get away from me. Oh, that boat. Ooh, he can actually get quite far. That was my bad for not checking that. Huh. That could be a free dead warrior for him. Shit! It's a free dead warrior for him! Oh, fantastic. I'm telling you guys, the real secret is I'm actually bad at this game. That's the real joke. But I love it. And admittedly, I do know everything about it. But just because I know everything about it, that doesn't mean I'm good. Shit, I'm so boned. Oh no, my boy! Damn it. Well done, Blaj. 2 archers. I really want these. I really wanted those woods. What do we got? He's stronger now. So, upgrade an axe. I mean, I'm going to let him win his battle, but we're going to fight it a little bit. So I'm going to back up, upgrade an axe. Whoa! The sea peoples! The sea peoples! My own bireme! We both got 3 biremes! Where's mine? That's amazing. Ahoy there! Great. So he's coming online. Probably didn't need to move that, but it is. Backing off the worker. Yup. This is tricky. Upgrade to an axe. Move you here. Upgrade to an axe. I love that we both have ships. I'm going to plink this guy down a little bit, and then I think I'm going to try and come here in here with the killing ship. Killing blow, or whatever. Alright, so husbandry. Maybe we get ourselves a free chariot. Whatever. I don't want to be mourning right now because it still can kill you. I'll absolutely take... I actually kind of want the free acolyte. But 300 stones, 300 stones, so it's impossible to say no to that. Oh, we'll take... Oh, hey, look, my opinion has tanked because my wife is dead. Fantastic. Well, just in time. Just in time. God damn it. Just in time. Yeah, so the landmarks of lakes specifically call themselves out being a lake. However, these are 3 seas, so this is definitely a landlocked ocean. But it still counts as an ocean. It's a sea. So, yes, actually, I could have... I'm an idiot, basically, to your question. Answer your question. If this was the Indian Ocean, it would share the landmark name with the Indian Ocean, as we see over here, Indian Ocean, and anywhere else. We'd probably say Indian Ocean right there. So fair point, yeah. By seeing that this says the Propontis, I could have absolutely 100%, and these two, deduced that this is its own body of water that is independent of this body of water. Although, you do see a couple of different names in here, and I can't quite explain that, but still, I would have been able to deduce, because when I normally see in continent maps, for some reason, the entire exterior ocean of the continent map is always one ocean. So I think that's the difference between the sea and, you know, the landlocked sea. So yeah, that's actually an excellent point. Everybody listen to Baldus. He's smarter than I am. Man, rushing myself to death constantly. And now I can't get to those woods, which is where I wanted to get to those woods once I upgraded my axes. And now we're taking pot shots on the city. What a jerk. Alright, let's see what damage I can do. They obviously can't allow this to happen. Rounding errors, always rounding errors. I can do 19 damage with 3 units. Although maybe this will change with the Good tactics, by the way. Let me get to the way. There's the hills up here. And he's not getting himself in range of these hills because he can probably see that I have Highlander right here. So I have a couple axes. I feel like I don't want to fight this yet, so let's just move some more stuff up. Right there. We have an axe. Come over here. Two axes. Slinger. Should probably be building a slinger next. But I guess I'll let the worker finish, I suppose, since I just lost my... Oh no, my worker's inside. Okay. I just don't even have anything I can do with this situation, I suppose. Run council for one turn because we're doing a specialist next turn. Yeah, let's get ourselves... Man, this... Honestly, grabbing this central site was solid. Coming out here, settling this, grabbing this was great. And then I should have just immediately gone south and started clearing. I should have just ignored this. Because at this stage, I actually had 3 cities to his 2. So I would have made fine progress clearing down here and kept the pace with him. We would have met down here-ish. And then I would have had the central hub. He would have been over here. And I would have actually had an economy and some science. But now we have a battle happening, which is exciting. I really do want to try this orator idea out with somebody, though. Maybe not Greece. Maybe somebody with statesman. Orator, eloquent orator in a statesman city would be insane. We'd probably be able to immediately decree. One-turn decree, I mean. Which you'd never really want to... run decree 1 as far as I can imagine. However, if you can do it in 1 turn, I can't see why not. You basically just get an extra 3, although that's probably overkill at that stage in the game. That would probably just waste your time. Later, though. Excuse me. Similar. I mean, this is not entirely lost, I don't think. Well, I mean, it is. But battle-wise, I think I could give him a real surprise. Gonna put a hero in here so I can heal her every turn. That's always fun. That's a neat little trick that I think people overlook sometimes. It's really bad idea to leave a unit inside a city because it constantly takes damage. However, you don't really have an alternative in a situation like this because if they just get all the health down in the city, they'll just take the city. So if you put a hero on the ruler that's inside of the city, you can heal up the damage every turn, which is nice. Speaking of which, I should probably be repairing this, but I'm not gonna. Alright, guys. I'm thinking we have this. We just rush in with our axes. Pull from the back. Pull from the back. Need enough training for a force march. Not gonna have enough training or orders for a force march. Start attacking this thing. Start attacking this thing. Maybe bait this guy. Maybe bait this guy to not know that I have axes nearby. Okay. I don't want to marry for love. And I want to build an apprentice acolyte for science. So now the question is he going to enter my lands to kill some stuff? He took a hit, which makes me think potentially the answer is yes. So this could get interesting. He can't see the slinger. He can't see the axes. He takes a hit on this slinger here. Does he move in and go for a kill? It's very, very possible for him to get a kill now. But that will expose some units. God, he has 2 barracks up already. That's another thing I think about sometimes. When you play an opponent, especially depending on the tech, sometimes I think it might be smart to just achieve tech parity with them. If you're playing against Assyria, get military drill as quickly as you can. Less important if you're playing against Greece, where you need to, like, for example, get drama as quickly as you can. You can kind of just enjoy Greece for having drama without really needing to prioritize it. But who's another good example? Pretty much anybody with labor force, so the Axumites and the Egyptians. Getting labor force when they have labor force is probably useful. It doesn't look like he's going to take any bait here. So next up, move the boat up a little bit. Because if I move the boat up, God damn it. I forgot to assign my hero general, by the way. I get all this good advice, but I never take it. Good use of poke, though. I like this harassment from Blaj. He's feeling confident. He's feeling he has the edge here. No reason not to poke. He doesn't really lose anything by doing this. This is also going to tank my champion's opinion. So I definitely think this is a good play. You're kind of acknowledging the fact that your opponent walked himself into a pretty stupid position, and he can't really threaten you over it. So absolutely, I don't think... And plus, you have very easy... Look at his movement. You have very easy way to retreat if anything does go wrong here. So you don't really stand to lose too much, I don't think, from being in this position. So, yeah. Nice to see Blaj being aggressive here, punishing his opponent. Normally, Blaj is the person who gets aggressed upon. They have a fun nickname that has been popping up on the YouTube during the stream. People have been calling him the Cardiac Kid, which I think is so funny. Because in many of the matches in the tournament... he gets aggressed upon, and it looks like he's going to lose, and then he doesn't. So he's doing very well in the lower bracket of our tournament this year, which is nice to see. It's very nice to see. Let's move our ship up. See if we can't Zoc lock this thing next turn. I want to make sure it stays there, though, so I'm just going to heal with this, bump that, leave everybody else the same, come down here. Do this, build myself a garrison, because God, I need orders. I keep not building my garrisons. And I still don't have enough food, which is infuriating. So we'll get ourselves set up for some food next turn. Yeah, step 1, get your economy online. Then worry about the other player. Always important lesson to learn. And the great thing about Old World, too, is that you really can't let... yourself succumb to hubris, right? Oh, my worker's going to be dead. Great. Fantastic. I forgot that it was built the last turn. So the entire time I was saving everything. All right. He can see my slinger in this back line. He can see 2 axes. He's got more slingers coming up. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's willing to come in and take a kill. He's not going for the worker. He's going for the slinger. Greek slinger down in the field. Body lying by the coast, by the sea. Am I forecasting my own match? Holy shit. I just love doing that so much. Worker getting pelted. He is taking out the worker now. He's going to have to move a little bit closer to take it, so he is willing to expose himself for this pressure here. Let's see what Scientific can do next on his turn. I'm casting my own match. That's insane. That's awesome. I love it. All right, now it's time to repair this dumb city. Great. Okay. So, ideally, we get a few kills next turn. All the while, the Assyrian economy is just going to get better and better and better. I feel like I go for the archers. Yes? Oh, and they're all happy. Friendly, even? They're friendly. Jesus Christ. It's happening again. I'm having a mid-game fight where my families are miserable and my opponent's families are friendly. Got it. The politics. All right, all right. All right, next time, I'll be less of a silly goose. And I'll try to give Blaj more of a fight. Because I'm going to see what I can kill here. But I'm pretty sure this one... The Nestor match might actually have a future, to be totally honest. I've built a couple of wonders. I have a strong economy in that game, even after trying to rush myself. Which is another reason why I love landowners, by the way. Everyone's always wondering why I love landowners so much. In my opinion, it's almost impossible to have a bad economy when you run landowners. It's kind of like traders, right? But landowners actually takes effort. You actually still need to build improvements and shit, right? But it's similar to traders in that, like, just like when you run traders, it's kind of impossible to have a bad economy. Same thing with landowners. It's impossible to have a bad economy, in my opinion, when you have landowners on in your roster. All right, so I guess we're gonna come up. We're gonna do some damage. Why is this one here? Oh, territory. Do. Smack! 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 Move it up, smack. Move this guy one tile closer. Smack him up. Hit that. And cry because... Oh, 200 food. We'll take that. I keep... Oh, I did it. I nailed it. Guys, what did I say? What did I say? I wish I looked at my event. Fluffy, goddammit, I wish I looked at my event first. I got husbandry at the shot of the mercenary chariot, and here it is. Here it is. God, I love this game. The gods favor me once more. Damn it, I wish I moved. That's fine. 2 turns. It'll make it in 2 turns. Do I have training to anchor this ship? I do. And look, this wasn't even on purpose. I'm anchored right here. See, it wasn't even on purpose. Not strategy. It's just luck. We're just gambling. Anchor. Boom. All right, here we go. Axe in the back. Let's do this. Back to you, Blaj. I'm still not winning this game, by the way, but I don't care. I guess we'll build a slinger in the meantime. But it's never going to get built. Blaj will have to decide if he wants to fight this, though. Which I will find interesting. He's still similar as me. I hope he chooses to fight this because I think the axes from the back will surprise him. And then if he stays in, I will have an even bigger surprise with that chariot. And even though I'm going to lose the ability to move this guy with an anchor, although maybe I will get it next turn. Hopefully I can use this anchor next turn. It looks like I might be able to, actually, which is delightful. Also, collapsing this border would be fantastic. So, assuming I can do the hippie hop with the chariot over this anchor, I can then move in here, Zocklock the ship as well. So, come on, come at me, man. Bring it on. My families hate me. Everything's going fine. Now your turn to mess up. Now your turn to play like a moron. We got people watching. Don't let me be the only one. Don't let me be the only fool in this game. Also, there's a reason why I made my streamcast picture today the crazy sorcerer guy, because I feel like I'm transforming into that guy when it comes to multiplayer spectating. Really, though, I appreciate you all being here. Let's look at some stats. How's my economy? Terrible? Still terrible. Yep. 30 science on turn 42, not where I normally want to be. Orders pretty abysmal. 11 to 13 orders on turn 40 is also abysmal. You know what's another weird thing I've noticed too? When I play by myself, whether it's single player or in a practice mode, I realize that I don't miss certain beats. Like, for example, I get garrisons up very, very, very quickly when I'm playing alone. However, oddly enough, I've noticed when I play multiplayer, this actually happened to Ninja in his very first match. It's one of the reasons why he lost his very first match in the tournament. The dude played 90 turns as Grease, in fact, and never built a single garrison. And I don't know that I've ever had it happen that bad, yeah. I notice that sometimes I forget to build basic shit in a multiplayer setting, and I'm not 100% sure why that happens. Oh, shit. Good catch. Why did I cancel this? Can I even afford anything? I can't even afford anything. I really need food is what I need. So I kind of do want to run council, maybe, or no, we'll build another worker. Worker. Fuck it. I need that. All right, so he did retreat, so he's not feeling a bunch of axes coming into his face, and he's definitely not going to feel what I need is him to not see that the chariot's coming up. So he's definitely not going to feel this either, and that's going to be a dead ship. Gonna be a dead slinger. I guess it's not, because I'm out of orders. God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. More science, and that's my turn. All right, so one good news about him chopping is it makes me think that he's having econ troubles. Or he's going for upgrades. This slinger is about to upgrade into an archer. Which is also horrifying, because if this happens, that means he will have a free ballista somewhere lying around in his hand. Or in his technology deck. So I'm still committed to the idea of that I'm just going to move towards him and try and fight. Because again, long term, I think I'm absolutely screwed here. I have 30 science on turn 43. He has 2 specialists here. I think he had already had 2 or 3 in the capital last time I checked, and that was ages ago. He has 7 cities. He's down here somewhere. He's literally down here somewhere. He'll probably come up top, which is funny because that still means if he's expanding, if he has 7 cities, that still means his similar... Actually, you know what? I mean, he's weaker. All right, it's go time. Yeah. This is my plan. This is my win condition. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he will not be able to see up along these hills. I will kill this unit. Stage the chariot far back enough. This city? Yeah, barely. I mean, even if I take his capital, it's not like that wins me the game, but it would be satisfying. I suspect he will not concede off of a loss of a capital, but boy, that would be satisfying. All right, so step 1 is get this guy in a range where he can't see it. Step 2, I'm wasting all my orders on trying to do this. I should have anchored this boat last turn, by the way. That was a misstep. Since I knew I wasn't going to kill the ship, I should have just anchored. That's okay. Yeah, there's just no way I'd do this. There's no way he doesn't have way more orders than me. My cognomen sucks. It's turn 40. I should be glorious or something by now. Chariots. No, I can't get chariots. I don't want chariots. I want composite bow, I guess. By the way, I have military drill. I haven't built a single barracks, so I'll get started on that. Yeah, he has composite bow. I'm fucked. There it is. I'm 12 turns out for it. He's probably 10 turns or less from a free ballista. And there's plenty of open terrain, so even if I wanted to come in here and aggress on this, it's going to make it very, very difficult. But what I will do is I'm going to send an axe into these woods right here, if these remain open. And the reason for that is because I know he will have to surround it completely if he tries to kill the axe. And that will... Damn it! Oh, well, he doesn't care. Yeah, all right, so the game's completely his, which is unfortunate, because now he's backing up, which makes 1,000% sense, because now, literally, with compo, you can just sit on waiting for the ballista. I have no economy, I have no orders. Yeah, so I screwed myself here, which is totally fine. Unlike the previous game, if any of you caught with Nestor, even after a failed rush in that game, I was in a completely 100% recoverable position that I felt strong and confident about. In this situation, I think it's just delaying the inevitable. Here, he likely has... His science rate has got to be double mine at this point. But he is weaker. Yes, tacticians, and that's another thing, by the way, that I think makes hunters fantastic defensive family, because their number one general is tacticians. So and ranged units, it doesn't work the other way around. If I put a bunch of tacticians on warriors, and someone comes at me with a bunch of slingers, they don't do anything. But if you put a bunch of slingers tacticians on archers or slingers, well, then all of your warriors and shit are absolutely screwed, and that's just nightmarish to deal with. So yeah, very, very nice generaling from Blaj. Solid promotions. We have Marksman, Eagle Eye, which is nice to see. Obviously, the upgrade here, good timing on this. 44 is not the worst. He took a deviation along the way. I'm assuming he got himself forestry, but probably not since he's chopping so much. But this could just be to get the total amount that he needs to actually purchase the archers. There is a culture level up event that will give you a free lumber mill, and it's absolutely worth to grab it, especially early in the game. The alternative is something like 30 or 40 science, was also enticing, but I actually think the lumber mill is more often than not the better grab, because it really like, I have -3 lumber, which isn't a lot, but it really floats your early game deficits and helps you significantly. So this is probably, now I'm switching back to thinking that he has forestry. Although he could have forestry because of this, but I feel like I'd still see lumber mills by now. So I'm back to thinking that this was the culture lumber mill and not the tech. That's where we're at. Oh, it's my turn. Am I just sportscasting over my own turn again? Oh, nope, wrong. He does have forestry. Here we go. We're back to saying that he does have forestry. See? We're back and forth over and over. Yeah, I'm so boned. Tacticians everywhere, so even my fancy against him. And we'll call it a day. Put a zealot on this guy. Put a tactician, mostly for the urban, on that guy. And whine about everything else. Shit. I do not want him to be able to force march this to see my staging. Although if there's a scout here, he can probably see my staging anyway. But I mean, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Do stonecutter, stonecutter. That's what you'll do for a little bit. And you'll just kick him back with some more axemen. All right, one more turn. Toss in, see his reaction, get a little... Whoa. My microphone just fell onto my face. Get a little more combat action here. And, he's still weaker. He's erudite now. Absolutely boned, by the way. Definitely not the position you want to be. But he is weaker, so maybe if I break his front line, take his capital, maybe I'll be erudite. That's not how that works, by the way. Could you imagine? Wasn't there a version of Civilization? I feel like it was Civ 2. But for the nostalgic among you, refresh my memory. Wasn't there a version of that game where you would get a technology whenever you captured a city? You'd steal a technology from somebody if you took a city. Maybe we should bring that back. I'm kidding. Absolutely do not bring that back. I have a horrible idea. Yay, Nestor's getting another cloud game with Hazard. That's nice to see. That's really nice. Not cloud, network. I'm really loving that the network thing. I think what I'm going to try and do, guys, let me know if this interests you. I'm going to try and do, maybe not weekly, because I feel like that's a lot of commitment, but I'm going to try and do regular, kind of like exhibition matches where it's like I'll find 2 players who want to play Old World. We'll get set up on a Friday night and they'll play. I'll do the sports casting thing like we've been doing the tournament. That way we can keep the action going, even in the off season. I think that would be a lot of fun because honestly, I really enjoy watching the game get played. And it's nice to see that some of you guys do too, because here you are. Next time I'll do better, promise. Next time I'll be a little less silly. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have a game on Sunday, and that's my tournament match, so maybe I'll be a little less silly in my tournament match. Also, He's along a river. Solver, you thought the generals were great? He's along a river. And he's also practicing for the fact that soon this won't matter. Alright, what do we got? Let's just go in, right? Get rid of this. I could get all the way from the back here. Crazy. Where? Don't I have one of these guys that's good in the woods? Don't tell me you killed that one. You killed my forest one? Son of a... Ooh, this guy does have the amphibious promotion, though. But I really don't want to wait another turn. Alright, screw it. Do. Rounding errors! Every time. But you know how we can solve that without getting tacticianed? So check this out. This is a real fun moment. Again, I'm losing the game, and so I'm horrible, but bear with me. I don't think I actually have the orders to pull this off, but I'm going to demonstrate it in theory anyway. So this guy can come back here and start attacking this. We're worried about the tactician damage. So what you do is you come up here. Now, again, I'm pretty sure I'm out of orders. Yep, I'm out of orders. But now, I could have come up and killed this. But it doesn't matter because I'm out of orders. But that's the greatest thing about even little things like cleave and pierce, is that with enough orders, right, or in the correct tactical situation, you can do it. So even this guy doesn't. I would have gotten these guys were getting counterattacked for 2 or 3 damage each. This guy out in the open would have gotten hit with a 7 counter, but I still needed to do 1 damage on him. So you can hit this guy and then cleave. But obviously, I'm still completely boned here because I'm out of orders. And that's it. That's all we got. Maybe we have an event that gives us some orders. We'll marry Zenobia. Maybe that'll save us. And we'll take a lover. All right. Yeah, there's a units tab, I know. Although it took me forever to actually start using this. Sometimes I fight battles like this, and I actually forget to do that, because it's a very useful way to fight. Oh, there's the ballista! Dude, this is the best thing in the world. The exact turn I move in, the ballista shows up, and is like, surprise! That is perfect timing. Back to being similar, and we're about to get weaker. There it is. Oh yeah, I'm completely toast. Absolutely. Chunk. Nice. That was in the woods, by the way. The spillover damage did like 5 damage to me in the woods. Curious, though. Can I counter this? Not as much as I would like. Unfortunate. I don't understand arrogance. I always feel bad. I want my opponents to feel respected, but sometimes I wonder when I say things like, oh, because like I feel like I don't want anyone to ever feel like they wasted their time and being like, oh, well, he was just messing around. So at the same time, that makes me encouraged to feel like I want to apologize, be like, oh, hey, sorry, I messed up my own opening. But even that feels a little like unsportsmanlike, because it feels like, am I accidentally saying, oh, hey, you only won this one because I messed around. Basically, that's the thing that also kind of makes me uncomfortable about competition is I don't really understand the etiquette of it. Like, I get sportsmanship, which is like, don't be a dick, essentially. But yeah, no, that always messes me a little bit because I'd like to play with these people again, right? I don't want people to not play with me. So maybe next time I'll be extra super serious, crazy good at the game. But there's also a level of it where I am also just kind of having fun. So I don't know, it's hard to balance to strike. But hopefully Blaj feels like he got some value out of this practice match. You know, he explored, he built up. He did a very good job building up, did a very good job getting his ballista, getting a very good job reading the situation and reacting well. Like, this Byzantine thing was going on, and it's not like he just said, oh no, I can't lose the city, and pulled himself. No, he expanded forward. He has 7 cities. He's taken most of the map, so he's done a very good job. I just want him to feel like I respected his time as well. So, Blaj, if you do happen to watch this, and you make it this far, please know that I was also trying to respect your time, even though I played like a moron. So good job. GG. Well done. Let's take a look at his empire. I'm excited to see it. Do a little bit of post-game review of what he's got going on. I'll catch up with him and chat about it. Yeah, there's so much more territory than I was expecting. Look at this. He's all the way down on my side of the map. This is a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Oh, and I'm doomed too. Fantastic. Wait, what the hell just happened? It just swapped? I won! And step 5, the game makes you become your opponent and you win the game. What on earth just happened? I have no idea what just happened. But anyway, point being, this is why you do not do dumb stuff like this, like go straight for your opponent. It's always better to clear your side of the map if you can, explore out, because we have Assyria with so many more cities, very well defended location, and I can't type anymore either. So I'm not ignoring you, Blaj. If you watch this, I'm not ignoring you. I'll get you on Discord. So let's take a look at some stats. I'm curious. Hold on, let me just message you on Discord for all right, so let's take a look at some stats. My stats. Military score. Surprisingly, we were neck and neck all game. But again, this doesn't matter because I wasn't doing anything with my military. He was using his military, A, to defend himself, which is important, but B, also to keep expanding around the territory. And the science situation, yeah, this is the other reason why you can't do dumb stuff. You actually have to develop your economy, because in keeping with my normal trend here of matching the science to your turn, to the turn you're on, at least, right? It's now turn 50, and he has nearly 100 science per turn. This is the perfect science progression. This is the exact type of thing that you want to do, because at minimum on around turn 50, you want to be on about 50 science, unless your opponent has been putting you in conflict all game. We've seen games like that where both opponents are like fighting on turn 20, and they stay fighting for another 15 turns. That's going to tank your science rate, and that makes sense. But if you aren't really in any conflict, then by turn 50, you should have at least 50 science, or ideally upwards of nearly 100 science. And Blaj is nailing that right here, so that's kudos to him. And this is what you get, what I get for doing something stupid, like just being like, oh, I'm going to go take my opponent's free site for no reason. And that doesn't gain me anything. This gains me nothing, right? I built 1 mine, I built a warrior, and I think I built a worker from it that immediately died. You know, so you really just need to stick back. I think this is going to be a series today of lessons of what not to do in Old World Network multiplayer, because really it's fun to think, oh man, I can go get him, but it's all costing orders, which is improvements, which is economic development. Let's take a look at this score, actually, his stats. Improvements control. Blaj has 46 improvements. That's 1 improvement per turn on average, right? Obviously, that's impossible to do. You can't build one improvement per turn. But in terms of where we're at in the game, he has an improvement for every single turn except the first one. That's perfect. That's awesome. Scientific, on the other hand, the moron has 14, right? Technologies discovered 13 to 10. Not too bad, but his 13 are deeper into the tree than I am. He has oh, this is actually his tech tree. So he has sovereignty, he's close to machinery, he has combo, forestry. These are devastating combos to have. So he's nailing out, he's really hammering the tech path. Very well played there. And of course, he has an economy, right? Whatever I was talking about, my food being trash all day game long. Why? Because I didn't improve any of this stuff. This all could have been farmland. Even if I didn't expand down here, this all could have been farmland. Or, I got rid of the opportunity to secure these food resources, again, for pretty much nothing out here. What else do we have going on? Stone income, wood income. Obviously, that's from forestry. Iron. Iron was the only thing I had going for me. So basically, yeah, I got myself an iron economy for all of this, and that did nothing. He didn't even need it. And this is actually what's another good example of kind of over contextualizing something. I can look at this and say, ooh, wow, I settled my double iron champ seat, and look across the bay and say, oh, he didn't, and immediately think that maybe that nets me some type of an advantage. And long term, it could have, if I just played right, went down, cleared my own shit, and built an empire, because yeah, now I have a champ seat on double iron, and that's awesome. Oh, Blaj is in chat. Yeah, so welcome. So yeah, you're getting my post-game review right now, buddy. And yet instead, so what I did, so like he didn't even need the city. And so this is the other thing where you can type of bait yourself of being like, oh man, maybe I'll come in and do the thing. And my big mistake, and it's so funny because Alcaraz did this once, I figured, yeah, okay, maybe we have territory like this, but I really thought this was going to chop off here. So I actually kind of thought that what my real goal was going to do, and I still would have lost, I think, because it cost so much momentum time to take the site. But my real goal was I was going to take this city, defend this city, and then take my peninsula. But then by the time I noticed Blaj had something like 7 cities or 6 cities, I actually didn't think that this side was this congested. So when I saw 6 or 7 cities, I literally thought he had this one, this one, this one, this one, and then probably this one near over to like here. So yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, no, good job. I just want to apologize. I said this earlier, but you weren't on the chat. So Blaj is in the chat now, by the way, if you happen to watch this on YouTube after the fact or wonder why I'm talking directly to him. Yeah, no, I do want to say that I apologize that I kind of, I mean, look, I didn't have enough let's look at orders too, by the way. My order economy, look at this. There's just shit orders all game. You didn't even have serfdom yet. Navigation. Neither did I, by the way. But yeah, I feel like I kind of tossed the game away a little bit, which makes me feel bad because I always want my opponent to feel like they got a good game, a good fight. Yeah, Solver 100%. 100%. The big strategy play of this game is take your opponent's free site. That way they're free to get your entire side of the map unopposed, or the rest of the majority of the map. But yeah, that's, I guess, going to be it for now for me for streaming live. Yes, Blaj has sent me a text, and I agree with you 100%. Got way too focused forward settling. I was in it for the memes. I was in it for the laughs, and it backfired tremendously. And I thought I would have had more time, but really, even if you go back and watch, it's like turned 35 and I had 0 economy because I just was not spending any orders on building improvement. So you really have to just play a smart game before you go around doing dumb stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love to go around doing dumb stuff, but it's better to give yourself at least a little bit of a baseline before you try to grab it. And yes, I agree. Forestry into combo is a lovely combo, or a little bit of the reverse. You can get away with it doing combo first, do what you were doing with the chopping of the trees to supply your upgrades or your builds, and as long as you immediately go to forestry after the fact and get your lumber mill set up. You'll get out of any deficits you create as well. So either or, compo into forestry or forestry into compo is a fantastic combo. And I think you executed it perfectly. So if nothing else, I hope you enjoyed the opportunity to have a moment of a practice on the game. And, you know, I don't know, you played very well. Also, your tactics, you know, there wasn't too much conflict, but your tactics were pretty decent. So yeah, fun game, man. Thanks. Forestry for the Science is great too. Oh, you did the occasional woodcutter. That's nice. I dig it. I didn't do one in this game, but I did a woodcutter in my other game. And yeah, they're very useful. They're an easy extra way. Another reason, by the way, I like science. Sorry, landowners. But if you've been watching or if you tune in after the fact on YouTube, I appreciate you being here. You can subscribe if you want, but mostly I say that for tournament stuff. But I'm going to end the stream here. Blaj, thank you so much for the game. We'll get another one in sometime, and I'll play it a little bit more real for you. That way you don't feel like I'm just some big buffoon and you want to play me again sometime, because I promise I'm not. I just get excited. I just get too excited, guys. All right, everybody have a good day, and if I don't see any of you, have a good holiday season.